Oyiza Adi, and you are watching Nigeria Today News. Our focus today is about Nigeria's hunger level. It has ranked 103 out of 121 countries. Every minute, more than 6 Nigerians entered extreme poverty bracket as the number of poor persons in the country raced toward 95.1 million projected this year by the World Bank. According to the World Bank, in its latest 2022 Poverty and Prosperity Report, Nigeria contributed 3 million people to global extreme poverty. Nigeria was ranked 103 out of 121 countries in the 2022 Global Hunger Index, GHI, a position that signifies the nation has a level of hunger that is serious. The Global Hunger Index was jointly published by the German-based Welthungerinfo and Dublin-based Concern Worldwide to mark World Food Day. The report, which ranked countries by severity, gave Nigeria a score of 27.3, a hunger level falling under a serious category. The index has 5 levels of hunger, under which each country falls: low, moderate, serious, alarming, and extremely alarming. This is the second consecutive year in which Nigeria's ranking on the scale remained the same. Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, ranked 103 out of 116 countries in 2021 and 98 among 107 countries in 2020. At the beginning of this year, the number of poor Nigeria has increased to 91 million, with the World Bank estimating that an additional 1 million people were pushed into poverty in Nigeria from June to November 2021. The latest figure of the Poverty Index, nearly half of the country, estimated population of about 214 million, had jumped from 89 million, given by the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, in May 2020. This means that 6.1 million more persons would have fallen beneath the poverty line in 3 years, making the poverty capital of the world. While India has more people living below the United Nations estimated poverty line of $2 due to its large population, by percentage, the country at barely 6% comes second behind Nigeria at 32%. It was stated that the poverty rate had been aided by the impact of the COVID-19 crisis and the growing population. October 17 marked 30th International Day of the Eradication of Poverty, IDEP, established by the UN. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, in his message, he stated, "As we mark the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, we faced a harsh truth: the world is moving backward." COVID-19 plunged millions into poverty, setting back more than 4 years of hard-won progress. Inequalities are widening. National and household economy are battered by job losses, skyrocketing food and energy prices, and the gathering shadow of a global recession. The International Day for the Eradication of Poverty is a wake-up call to the world. This year's theme, Dignity for All in Practice.
I think it's ironic that the theme of this year's International Day for the Eradication of Poverty is dignity for all in practice, when it comes, as we heard earlier, in the same week that High Representative Borrell tells the globe that Europe is a garden and the rest of the world is a jungle.
Must be a rallying cry for urgent global action. Action to invest in people-centered solutions, from health and decent work to gender equality, social protection, and transform food and education system. Action to transform a moral bankrupt global financial system and ensure access to financing and debt relief for all countries. Action to support developing countries as they transition from planet-killing fossil fuel to renewable energy and job-creating green economies. Action to end conflicts, heal geopolitical division, and pursue peace. Action to achieve the SDGs. Let us renew our commitment to a better world for all. Let us consign poverty to its page of history. Although last year President Muhammadu Buhari said that his administration has lifted 10.5 million Nigerians out of poverty between 2019 and 2021, a foremost human rights organization, Center for Citizen and Disability, CCD, called on Nigerians to make poverty reduction a key campaign. Executive Director of CCB, David Anyaile, made the call in a statement to mark IDEP. October 17 yearly is recognized as International Day for the Eradication of Poverty and set aside to solidarize with people living in extreme poverty, in particular, persons with disabilities, women, and children. It is also a day for sober reflection and an opportunity to ask ourselves questions as a people on the extent we have contributed to the increase or reduction of poverty in our society. This demoralizing poverty situation in Nigeria is man-made and fueled by bad governance and corruption in high places. Unfortunately, when people fall into poverty, their chance of acquiring disability becomes wider, as poverty has been linked as a major source of disability, even as disability pushes family into extreme poverty. According to a World Bank report titled A Better Future for All Nigerians, 2022 Nigerian Poverty Assessment, poverty reduction has been stagnant since 2015, with more Nigerians falling below the poverty line over the years. The international organization projected the number of poor Nigerians to hit 95.1 million in 2022. In other reports, Nigeria has been classified as the poverty capital of the world. This is because while the population of Nigeria is growing, the poverty situation also competing with the population increased in country. According to the report, almost 60% of Africa's low-income countries are already in debt distress or a high risk of it, as debt levels, both private and public, stand at record level. Besides, more than 60% of African countries need external assistance for food, with hunger further spreading across the continent. Nigeria's hunger crisis has majorly been attributed to the insecurity ravaging many parts of the country. As the 2023 general election are around the corner, we call on Nigerians to make poverty reduction a key campaign issue. Candidates for the State of House of Assembly, governorship, national assemblies, and the presidency must tell Nigerians how they intend to bend the poverty curve in Nigeria. Citizens should prepare to hold elected officials accountable for poverty reduction, as the poverty situation in Nigeria is man-made, majorly because of bad governance. That will be all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nigeria Today. I am Oyiza, and thanks for watching.